Hello, friendlings. I am Claude from Chicago, and today I turn 28 years old. Now, before you guys call me an unk, Chad has already told me I've become unk at 30. And what I want to say is thank you so much to all you friendlings. Up until this point in this YouTube career, I've been doing it ever since I was a child, ever since YouTube began, multiple YouTube channels, highs and lows of YouTube. And I just want to say that this is probably has been the high of my YouTube career. Is the Claude from Chicago series franchise. Just met so many great people and individuals over the years, and I would love to thank them all by name. And I say it all the time on stream. But thank you all for supporting us throughout these years. And thank you, and hopefully we can make it and continue to keep this community growing. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think I would ever be streaming like this in this capacity. And to say that we've been doing this for what, 7 years roughly, 6 years, 6 or 7 years roughly, if you count the other channels, for like just streaming, it's honestly crazy how time flies by. I mean, everyone says it's gonna fly by, it'll fly by. My birthday advice for y'all is to talk to your parents as much as you can, even if they don't like you. They all like you, but if you have disagreements, talk to them. If you have agreements, go and talk to them as well. Pick a day, a couple days out the week. If your parents are no longer with us on this life, go and visit them as often as you can still. And hopefully everything goes well. My biggest advice, though, is this. Try to talk to people that are older than you if you were young and see what life advice they give you. Now, not all advice is good advice. But I would say talk to older people, see what they know, ask them about stuff. They'll tell you a lot of good information. Hopefully they tell you less bad information, but they can tell you bad information too. Talk to old people, see how they, just ask them questions about everything. Just learn, get that knowledge. And if you're older, ask the young people, see what they're learning, what they're about, and what's going on in their lives, and just get stuff. And I mean, it doesn't mean it needs to be your uncle or aunt. Doesn't mean it needs to be your grandparents. It doesn't mean that it needs to be your kids. If you're in the grocery store and you see somebody, ask them about their day, see what's going on. Or if you see somebody, an older person doing something, just do some nice things. That's what would be my advice for you. I would also say try to stay and keep your health as best as good, and brush your damn teeth and floss your teeth every day, multiple times a day, please. Okay, so you don't have to pay $1,800 for a root canal. Okay, so let's get to it. We are here back on the Bastion server birthday stream. We are working on our thing. But Claude, you did some building off stream. Well, this isn't my super flat world, so it does not really honestly matter if I build on or off stream because I have other people playing in this world constantly. So this is what we are working on. Now, if you missed our last live stream, we talked about the plans. I will bring the plans back up on stream real quick just so that everyone can get an inside of what we are kind of doing. And I do need some assistance on some of these projects. Of course, it does not need to be building assistance, but assistance would definitely go a long way. So let me bring up the picture here. So we're doing a mega build, couple mega builds actually. We're building District 6-7, also known as District 9. This is the spaceship that we're building, and I'm going to talk about this right now before we go any farther. Thank you so much, Fire Allen, for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you. You are one of my newest great friends, so thank you so much. So we are building the spaceship from District 9, and it is a massive build. It's bigger than what we're building right now. It is massive, but based on the scale in the world, I would roughly say it's about the same size. It's probably a little smaller, but maybe it's a little bit bigger. It's like right around the same size. This is the ship here that we're building. Of course, we have a lot of work to do, and they don't apparently show the top of this, at least you're going to jump on later? Yeah, take your time. We'll be on for a little bit. They don't show the top of this in the movie, but I saw some renderings that they had on Google, so I can I guess I could show you them too, but it's not really anything crazy. So it just looks like the bottom, but at the top there's like a little gap. There's like a little hole in here, like a cup, like a cup. I mean, it's pretty much like a cup. It goes up to this high. It's a cup, and then there's some things sticking out. But that was only a rendering, so it never was actually designed for the movie. Sure, it was in there, but you never saw it. Of course, we're building the little slums. That's the best way I can describe it. District 9. Anybody in the world, anybody on the server can build anything in here. The only requirements is you just don't go above 6 or 7 blocks. And I would say, even though dirt huts are really cheap and cool to do, I would recommend probably using any sort of other blocks that are, something that these more random than dirt. We're going to be building a area here, and we're going to need to probably ask, I believe Fire Allen is the one with the wool. We're going to have to buy a bunch of wool from Fire Allen. And then District 6-7, this is what's going on. This spaceship is right about here now. It's a lot bigger than what we designed on the map. It's probably like this size. It's quite large. So we're going to see how that turns out. And then, of course, this is where the new little area is. And then my base down here if we get time to it. The reason why we're doing this so quickly in this world, even though I personally don't think I am prepared to do such a mega build, is because Slacks was talking about this, he's thinking that we don't have enough time to do some things. And of course, it was never going to be a permanent SMP. I comprehending that. But I kind of wanted to just, show him that, hey, we can do some cool things on here. Plus, I wanted to build this because the movie took place in South Africa. Okay, so this is the world. This is what we're working on. So we have our creeper friend over there. Of course, he is a peaceful creeper, and he's not going to attack us. So no need to worry on that. And we need a bunch of blocks. So I've laid it out, and I'll show you the how this is kind of done. So we put the blocks here. And we take a stack of blocks. These are the polished black stone brick slabs. And the reason why we're using these blocks over anything, if anybody was curious, is because you get more of these from the Bastion than the other types of blocks. So it's technically is the cheapest. About I think it was 2 stacks gets you to each quarter. It's a little bit more than 2 stacks, but it's pretty close depending on where you start. But it's about 2 stacks of slabs, so 1 stack of regular blocks. And all you do is this. I kind of, oops, yeah, I do not like wasting those blocks falling because these are expensive. So all I do is I just take these slabs and I trace the outline of the entire circle until we get fully around. I mean, it's really that simple. I designed it on that side over there like so because I wanted to see a visual representation of how this is going to look once we get it all the way to the top. So that's why this is done. Now, you could be upset. I mean, really, sure, you did miss me placing blocks down, but I think it was really relaxing yesterday. There was a bunch of people that were on, and we were just kind of sitting back, relaxing, and I was just building. So I just wanted to get some of that stuff going. I also wanted to claim all these chunks because there are chunks here that are technically not claimed by myself. I actually turned off the chunk thing in my map view because I felt like it's just weird how the chunks are like claimed by people and they're all purple. So it just is hard for me to visualize, see who owns what. I mean, I know where everyone is, so I know what it is, but just weird how everything's purple. It's just like there's nothing you could do about it. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. It literally is not the end of the world. Okay, so yes. So it's about a stack. One stack gets you pretty much one row, 1/4 of a ring. This is 129 blocks, which makes sense. 129 blocks. It goes 20 blocks back. 20 blocks back on the middle slab here. Okay, so that is the size that I want with this ring. Because, like I said, in that picture, which you can't see because it was never shown in the movie, that there is a circle in here that looks like a cup. And I kind of designed this yesterday, right before I went to bed, that the cup's going to come down to here and we're going to go this way. Now, it's not going to all be entirely of black stone, even though that is what we're doing right now. We're going to switch up different blocks in the inside And we're also going to switch up blocks for the metal pieces that are sticking out and the metal pieces at the bottom. I preferably would love to use just straight iron blocks. And we do have an iron farm, so it's not like it's unfeasible, for the record. It is definitely 100% feasible to do. Just the one thing that we need is just an absolute bling blong amount of... we just need a bling blong amount of blocks. That's like what we're bottlenecking. For people that are just tuning into the series and or are in the series, I am selling 1 diamond for 3 stacks of any black stone that you have. 3 stacks of black stone, you get 1 diamond. This is pretty much going to be constantly asking for. So if you have some and you want to make some money, please, 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 please jump in there. Now, we can already start seeing some of these visual, I want to say glitches, the shadows that are coming down off of this, because this will be constantly nighttime. I want to figure out how I'm going to light this up. Other than torches, of course, we probably will be using the majority of torches anyways. But yeah, that's literally going to be start turning dark, and that's going to be so cool once it's like, because I kind of want it to be dark. I just don't want mobs to spawn. This is why I say that there should be a lighting update, like for real, because that would definitely make this so much cooler. So I've been knocking down a bastion slowly. I got a few more blocks here. It's not too many, but we got some more crackstone. As you see, we got a ton of that. And then we got some normal blackstone here. A few little bit of odds and ends pieces. And I'm going to throw this dirt in here for the time being. And I need to get food. And I need to get torches. I have enough torches, I'm sure, for now. Wow, I literally had a perfect amount. That's always the best part, is when you have a perfect amount of torches. Just like, or anything to finish up any stack. So I need to buy some more golden carrots. We're selling golden carrots too. And we're selling... oh, you know what? I've been actually over here for so long. Look at this, dude. Look at this. The bottom is going to go at a different angle. It's probably going to use staircases. But we have all these pumpkins sitting here now. We have all these pumpkins. All these pumpkins. Where'd my crafting table go? Go here and craft these up. Love getting me some money. Automatic money. Money, 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 money. Look at how many melons we got. I mean, it's almost the same. This is why you need... you need a bigger melon farm always than a pumpkin farm. But literally, just us sitting here for the last couple of days, I probably sat over here for like 3 or 4 hours. This is how much they gave us. Money, 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 money. Yes, just like Mr. Krabs, low-key. All right, we're going to take some of these random bits. These are like backup growing things, so I don't really want to take those. But I definitely need more carrots. And then here's this door that I done goofed putting back in. So we'll come over here, we'll trade to get some money. We're also going to repair our pickaxe while in the process. And our elytra while we're here too, because of course we get enchantments from these. I haven't checked my farm in a minute, or my my bookshop in a minute, so I'm not sure if we have enough stock left. I'm sure we do. I'm more than likely sure that we have enough. And it looks like these guys reset their trades already. That's the best thing about this, is like they reset their trades 3 times a day, if I'm correct. So you can just keep, like, of course, when you need the emeralds, they don't do it. When you need the emeralds, they don't. But we got a big chunk of stuff going, so all that matters to me, as long as we keep getting these resources, think we're probably pretty good. I will say I've had a pretty. I mean, I've had some really shitty birthdays the last couple of years. I want to say they're like. I want to call them all shitty. Like there were some really good parts in the birthday. Like don't like. This year was probably the best birthday I've had in a very long, long time. Like I said, yeah, shitty was not the correct verbiage for that. But I had honestly like a phenomenal birthday this year. So thank you to everyone that has made that special, including our YouTube community. So thank you, everybody. Yeah, that was not the correct verbiage at all. So we got some golden carrots in there. I doubt that people buy stuff. I think people will just start start getting their own resources. I think people are illegally trading in my world. It's okay. It's all good. Some people don't have the money to eat. So this is what I've been doing. This is what you have been missing for all the people that are like, but Claude, you're mining off stream. Claude, you're doing this off stream. Yes, because what I do off stream is this. I sit down, turn on my disco music, which is the current vibes, and I just honestly just go ham. I think the sound's a little too loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit for y'all. Could be wrong, but we'll turn it down to right about there. That should be fine. I honestly didn't even realize it was up. It could have been up for days. So what I do is this. So I come over here to our bastion that I found a long time ago. I throw my golden helmet. And I put my helmet in here. Grab my other thing here. By the way, if I hold all the... if I wear all my diamond armor, I can pretty much stand in the lava indefinitely and not die. I tried that last night, and it didn't really work as good as I did at somebody else's base. But, I mean, still, you could... When I was wearing this before in the earlier thing, I was literally just standing in lava and not dying. Remember that? I did that on stream. So I came over to this place, and I've just been literally breaking blocks. So, for everyone that's been, anybody that's butthurt over me breaking blocks, congratulations, we're going to break some blocks. I need a ton of these. I don't know what my number is, but it goes about 20 rows, so that means I need 20 stacks of normal blackstone polished bricks, which is the most common in this place, for the record, which is the most common. I need 20 stacks for 1 quarter. So I need 80 stacks just to do not even the I need 80 stacks. 80 stacks just to do the the 100% of the 20 blocks in. I still will need about, I think, another 80 stacks if I'm doing real blocks. I mean, I think I'm going to need about 80 stacks and an additional 80 stacks to do everything else. And I don't know what I'm going to build that out of. So we need a ton of blocks. So this is kind of what has been going on, and this is what's been transpiring. Just without the cool, funky music. So yeah, there are job bids. If you give me 3 stacks of blackstone, does not matter what kind. 3 full stacks, you get a diamond. I think on my job board as well, I'm paying something else where there's a limited time bonus where if you give me a stack, you get 1 diamond. I think there is that. It could be 2 stacks for 1 diamond, but there is a discount definitely on my job board. The reason why we're doing this mega build so quickly is because it sounds like the server's coming. I mean, it sounds like the server is relatively ending soon. Plus, you know, even if it isn't ending soon, I kind of want to start going back to my super flat world, and I kind of want to keep grinding that out. We have not played that in almost a month, and I've been really enjoying that series, but I cannot be jumping back and forth from hardcore survival, super flat worlds to um, to a world where I could die, you know? So I definitely want to try to get as much XP in here, go to the other update, and continue going from there. Sith Lord says, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Sith Lord, one of my great friends as well. I might hop on to make my Danish African colony. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Sith Lord, we are making District 6-7, so, you know, we actually, if you haven't ever seen District 9, there is, I wouldn't call it a colony. There is a clan. There's a tribe. There's people that are doing Among Us stuff in the place, selling illegal weapons. Or they're selling regular weapons, buying illegal weapons. I think that could be your colony, honestly. The black market, I guess is what you would call it. You know, it's pretty close to the alien ship if you're building it in the same spot. So, just a thought and idea. Just a thought and an idea. Gotta be careful, too. Even though I don't want this basalt, because I'm also happy that I'm doing this building in this super mega project in here. So I don't think I need to go to the nether to build my big giant wall around my my super flat world. I do not think I need to do that. Because I mean, basalt looks okay, I guess, but it's not anything that I desperately need to make my wall. I think I'm just going to go with stone, cobblestone, dirt, and if I get lucky, maybe I'll buy some andesite blocks from people, but it's, of course, those can't be in all the spots, because buying blocks in a super flat world is just going to be very, very difficult. Now, I wish wandering traders came a little bit more, but it does make sense the rate they come at. I mean, they're just supposed to be random. If they came so often, it would be very annoying. And I will say, when I'm logged into this world by myself, the super flat world, it seems like when everyone logs off, the wandering trader literally shows up like 5 minutes after everyone logs off. It's funny, and he's always by me. It doesn't matter where. Let our hearts beat bravely, always for this land with thy care. Is that the Danish national anthem or something? I think he's singing the Danish national anthem. What's going on here? I mean, I guess he is Danish in this world. Beethoven. Okay. Whatever. I would have never guessed Beethoven. I probably mined over an hour yesterday, and it took me literally 20 minutes to place all those blocks down. At least I kind of have a good idea of roughly how many blocks I need. And then of course we can use this normal blackstone in a stone cutter if I'm correct, right? And we can make bricks straight from this. We can literally make any of the blocks in here. So these are even more valuable than normal blackstone. I always have all these shulker boxes around me, but I usually just don't even wait to go for a second inventory. Once I get one shulker box full, I'm just like, all right, I'm done. Let's just get out of here and let's just start building. Maybe we'll actually get some more things. You know what I also am selling to is buying is deep slate. I need deep slate. I definitely don't need a ton of it, but I do have 3 or 4 blocks that I definitely need. Now, this guy's shooting at me because I accidentally silk touched those gilded blackstone, but I thought I was gone far enough that he would just give up. I don't want to kill him because I kind of want to keep him around just in case if I need to trap him again and trade gold. I can actually trade gold and make a gold farm to get Blackstone quicker. And make it like an automatic trading hall with them and get automatic Blackstone. Not automatic, but continuous. In this world, I don't think it's necessary. I'm getting some pretty good progress here now. Maybe it would save a little bit of time, but I don't think it's necessarily needed. Oh yeah, this is it. This is the thing. This is Minecraft. Dude, imagine showing. See, I explain Minecraft to people that know about the game, and they always think that I'm crazy. Like literally, people at work think I am crazy to play Minecraft at my age. They're first off, they think I'm crazy for playing Minecraft at this age. One. But they also think that I'm crazy that the game is just boring. They have not watched any YouTuber play Minecraft. I have to say, they probably played Minecraft literally by themselves and said it was crazy boring. Like, I can understand Minecraft being boring by yourself. I mean, I get that. They just never, I guess they don't understand the concept of Minecraft. Like, Minecraft is a game that you could literally, there is literally no age limit on, and you could literally do anything you want. Is that all you know? That's what it is, okay? I don't need to explain this to Minecraft people. But it's so just, you could do, I just don't understand how they couldn't like it. I mean, if you don't like building, if you don't like survival, then play creative. If you don't like creative, you can play game modes. You can play multiplayer game modes. You can play literally any... there's like literally indefinite things. But people, I mean, like for example, people do not like Terraria. I do not like Terraria. But Terraria, in my opinion, is a game that is super limited on stuff that you can do. I don't like the style of Terraria. So maybe the people just don't like the style of Minecraft because it's blocky. I mean, that is completely possible. I get that. Because of blockiness. They just said that was the reason why they didn't like it, is because it's blocky. Okay, I would accept that. I don't like Terraria because it's 2D. It's the big 2.6, and we're literally still we're literally still having 2D games. I understand that was the limitations for people, blah blah blah. I just don't like it. There are a few 2D games that I do enjoy, specifically Prison Architect. And it sounded like, from what I heard, Prison Architect 2 will never be coming out, which is very upsetting. I really hope I'm told wrong. Today at work, I was told I didn't look it up, or at least didn't get a definite answer. Did they announce today that GTA 6 was coming out? Because if that's true, on my birthday, if they announced that GTA 6 was coming out, oh my god, like this is like the most, today was absolutely phenomenal. This is literally going to be the hardest birthday to ever tops. I mean, real, if that's true. Like, there is so much stuff I cannot tell you on stream, but it is honestly freaking crazy. I will say this, my new job, I think I'm on week 10 of my new job. They bought me food on my birthday, so shout out to them. So they must think that I'm much of a valuable asset to the team. Very appreciative. Want to give a shout out to Shut Up Tyler. Go subscribe to him on YouTube. He took care of a task for me today that I didn't know about, for the record. He took care of a task for me that needed to be done today, that just came in today. Took care of it like a pro. We got to give him as a shout out. So go over there and say shout out to him. But yeah, I mean, and then there was some other things that happened today. I cannot say on stream. There's a bunch of other cool things that happened as well. What did I get for my birthday? I'll answer that in just a second. I'm gonna read some of these comments here. Also, Tyler watched Star Wars: The Clone Wars with me. Oh, really? See, Tyler's a great person, isn't he? Tyler's one of my great friends I've known a long time. He's awesome. I've been rewatching Stevie Universe, and I'm on season 3. The show. See, great guy, great guy. No, I want him to. Your sound, your sounds were okay, but also now okay. Can you hear me breaking the blocks? I kind of want people to hear breaking the blocks because every time I come back, you, I had it for like shit. I don't know, 30 streams where I mean, flat in this world where the sound was too quiet and you couldn't hear breaking the blocks too well. I'm sure you could. It looks like you can. I'm gonna take a look. I just gotta pay more attention. Sith Lord says, "Yeah, thank you. You're good when it comes to the sound right now. I think perfect. Yeah, because I just needed to be just in the background because when I watch other people play Minecraft, it's so weird when you don't hear the blocks breaking or opening the chest. Like when you don't hear it, it just is weird. Because I'm so like I'm used to it. Maybe other people just don't like it, but I am. 2D games are just as valid as 3D games. Give a different feel and stuff. You can prefer 3D over 2D if you like. Yeah, of course. Literally, that's the best way, Alan. This is why we like Alan. Also, a while ago, they said GTA 6 is coming out later this year, as in early this year. I think they announced it. It sounded like, um, from what he was telling me, it sounded like they had the exact date set today. I knew it was coming out this. Well, is it coming out this year? Is that real? Am I going to stream GTA 6? I'm not buying a console for it, so no. I will stream it once it comes out on PC, but I'm not buying a console for it, unfortunately. I still need to get. I need to grind my battle pass on Fortnite, man. I bought Sith Lord an outfit. I bought the battle pass, played it a little bit, and just did not play at all this season, man. I know there's still time left. I know it goes until like I think June or August, or sorry, June or July. But I need to get back on there and start grinding out some of those tasks and getting some XP going and getting those things. What did I get for my birthday? I got some gift cards for my sister. My sister bought me some pizza, which was phenomenal. Blazing pizza. I had some gift cards. She got me some gift cards for some restaurants. I had some shorts. Got some or underwear, and a few little other things, some candies and stuff like that. Definitely needed all those things. So I'm very, very appreciative of that. Oh, this is the first time in a minute that I actually filled up a whole shulker box, and I feel like I'm gonna still keep mining. Usually at this point, I would already be like, all right, let's go back. Let's go back. How was your guys' day? You guys do anything cool and exciting, or you guys just sit at home and chill? That's totally also completely valid as well. I feel like every time when I say stuff like that, people go like, "Oh, I didn't do anything today. Today was kind of boring." No, you need some chill days. I have been on. I've been working for every day for like over a month. It has been honestly crazy. And tomorrow I will probably not be streaming because I need to go cover something. I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow instead of Thursday. Because I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it Thursday. I don't know. I don't really want to drive to like super far tomorrow. Then if I go on Thursday, it's like literally so close. Well, I wouldn't say it's so close to my house, but it's way closer to my house than something else. The other time, if I go tomorrow, I would have to drive pretty far. I'm gonna be out, and then I gotta drive pretty far back, and then I gotta work on a video and all that other stuff. So, not sure. Still debating. But I gotta go tomorrow, or I gotta go Thursday for sure. Um, I want to watch District 9 again once I finish this build. Because obviously we're building this build and it's 100% inspired by this movie. But I haven't seen it in probably about a year or less than a year. So I definitely want to rewatch it again. And I want to I just want to keep my money going up, man. It's even though my day job is not exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life, it has been very, very fun to learn something, and it's very good and it pays well. So, very, very appreciative of that as well. You know what? One thing I got to do is I got to get my insurance login information. This has probably been the easiest I've actually mined this place out too. What I was doing before was I was slowly going down, but I feel like this little strat that I'm going on right now, which is totally well planned, totally thought out to be the most efficient, right? I kid. But it definitely seems like it's going pretty well, so I kind of want to keep this vibe going while I have it going. I left my inner chest over there, didn't I? I don't know if this bastion will hold enough blackstone for what I need to do. It should hold a decent bit, but will it hold enough to me finishing the top of this? I'm also going to need to do the bottom, which is going to include stairs. And stairs are, of course, cost 4. No, I guess no. If I use a stone cutter, stairs are 1 for 1 instead of 6 for 4. So if I use a stone cutter, I will be more efficient on that. So I gotta just keep that a reminder, but I'm still gonna need a long amount of blocks. It's gonna cost me. The bottom is gonna cost even more. The bottom will cost twice as much as the top. Well, maybe it won't. Maybe it will cost the same because it's actually not gonna go as far back as the top is. The top is definitely more flat than, or goes farther than the top. Okay, we need to get to the. Man, that could have been bad. We need to get out of here. Oh, dream! Anytime you're doing parkour, you gotta say that. Dream, or you're not gonna make the jump. That's 100% a fact. I can't believe it's already 9 o'clock. Oh, it's such a great birthday. It's flying by. Flying, flying, flying. All right, this should be fine here. Got my shulker box. Got my inner chest. Got my food. This should be more than enough for the time being. And let's go back and let's start building. I kind of want to do my fence as well. So maybe we'll go get some basalt. Or sorry, not basalt, deep slate. I'm selling deep slate, so... Or I'm buying deep slate. So I'm going to read the thing off because I definitely want people that frigates are buying stuff from me. Or giving me things and getting some money out of this. Plus, I really don't want to go mining. That's why I have these job boards here. Wanted redstone, 3 stacks for 1 diamond or 18 copper. gold bars, 2 diamonds for 30, for a stack of gold, 2 diamonds or 36 copper, cobbled deep slate, 3 stacks for 1 diamond, and blackstone, 1 diamond or 18 copper. It is cheaper for you to pay here than up there, but this is a limited time deal. Okay, up here it's 3 stacks for 1. Down there it's 1 stack for 1. So you would make more money if you did it down there than up here. But I still need a ton of it, and I would greatly appreciate it. But I know people don't go for those blocks that often. But we're still running that sale. So until it's they're all bought, they'll still be running. All right, let's dump some of these blocks away. So all I need is, all I truly need is not blackstone, so we can get rid of that. And cracked, we do not need any cracked, which we actually didn't have a lot of it. See, this is why it's very valuable. So we put the normal blackstone in there, put the cracked in there, which we only had literally, wow, that was so little. And then this should all be normal blackstone blocks, see? Almost had a whole chest there. Not a full chest, but pretty close. Then we have a few stairs. Crack, yeah, literally. So that'll get sorted through our auto system. I will make more levels eventually, depending on how long we do this series. And I do need probably more torches so I can light this place up so mobs don't spawn down here. So let's run around and throw some torches down. They're still going to spawn no matter how many I put down. Because I'm just kind of roughly guessing. Kind of going like every other one. Even though we're doing a lot of blackstone right here, I'm going to come back through and I'm going to introduce glowstone in this. I'm going to introduce some other lighting blocks so we can get a few more details going. But Alan, I definitely am going to be buying a bunch of wool from you. Specifically white wool and or light blue wool. Like baby blue. I think it might be called cyan, but it's the light blue. So I don't need it now. I definitely do not need it now. But make sure there's some stock, okay? Make sure there's some stock because I'm going to be buying a lot of it. I would say probably, if you needed a number, I would probably be buying probably like 9 stacks of white and 9 stacks of light blue. Let's just, if you needed a number. I'm sort of doing these I'm doing these in, how do you call it, Alan? I'm doing these in, sections. I'm gonna probably stop getting blackstone for a while and start working on I'm gonna probably stop working on blackstone for a minute, and I'm gonna probably start working on the walls or trimming Madagascar down. And once Madagascar is trimmed, I'm gonna need that. Probably don't actually need 9 stacks of everything, but you know, I can contribute to a great person. We're still using your dirt. Your dirt has, even though I've gotten more dirt, I know for a fact your original dirt keeps getting picked back up. I know that for a fact. I'm prioritizing purple because I'm using it. All of my purples are reserved on my statue, but I can pivot to light blue later. Yeah, there's literally no rush. I wanted to switch it up. The movie, they use all white tents for everything. But I think if I went blue, light blue, white, light blue, white, it just would look a little cooler. It might look like a little stripe pattern. I might use some green too, but I definitely don't need that much. Maybe one. I can't believe my day one dirt is still being used. Yeah, no, 100 billion% is still being used. Because I know I keep picking it back up because I remember how many stacks you had. You gave me like a whole chest full, and I literally used probably about 2/3 of it for like my main area, which is like completely clean. And then I started using more of it like now for this. And then literally for every project. Because I always pick it back up. I always pick it back up. These I've been kind of letting drop and die, but some of these are from Kylie too. Kylie gave me some dirt the other day. She gave me about 12 stacks maybe. That's pretty crazy of me though. I literally I put a sign up for dirt. Isn't that funny? Or a chest full of dirt. Like I'm buying dirt. I never thought I would. Never done that before. Never done that in a Minecraft world. I need to ice my wrist. My wrist is or my arm has been hurting, as many of you know, for about 3 weeks now. It's so annoying. It's not like a pain. It could be carpal tunnel, but from what I read online, carpal tunnel is the middle of the hand and it's a numbness where you can't really feel your fingers. So I wouldn't say it's that per se, but it just feels weird and it's very annoying. So there we go. We need to go 20 more rows around. I kind of like doing this. You could do it either way. It doesn't matter, like in terms of like actual logistical thing. But I feel like it's easier going this way than this way. For some reason, my brain feels like it's easier placing blocks that way than the other way. Would you try Chivalry too? Did we play Chivalry? Was it me and you, or was it me and somebody else? I streamed Chivalry with somebody, I think. I can't remember who it was, but I think I streamed that with somebody. For me, it's addicting for 1v1. Oh, you must be thinking of something else. I must be thinking of something else. I played this game mode with somebody. Maybe it was Simon. We played this game mode where it was we did a couple of streams on it. It was really fun. The game was this. It was a battle royale. In a sense, it wasn't really battle royale, but it was kind of like it. So what you did was this. Hold on, I keep done missing my block placements. Um, so you start. I can't remember what the game is. I know it's been streamed here. All right. So you start on a horse with your partner. One person's driving the horse. One person is on the back of it with an item, like a lance or a sword. I can't or an axe, something like that. And then you go to a town. So you ride across the road. It's a speed running game. So you kind of go across this road and you go to a town. Now, people can choose different routes, so you never know which town it is. But if you get stuck in nighttime, you pretty much die. So you ride to the nearest town and you fight people and try to survive. And if you survive, the next day you go to another town. And then the third day you go to the castle and you have to try to claim, I believe it was like a brain that was floating in the castle somewhere, usually at the top. And if you fought there, you would win the game. And it was pretty quick. The games went by really quick. I would say maybe 10 minutes max. But it was so fun. It was so fun. Problem is, I think that game's probably already dead or it's probably filled with an insane amount of hackers now. Because that was already years ago. The conductor says the circle is off center. Sorry to bring it to you. Oof. Oof. According to my little chart, it was dead accurate. But I can always take a double look. And if it isn't correct, Duxon, it is what it is. But I double and triple checked. But if it's off by one, it is what it is. It is what it is. No one's gonna know, nor is anybody gonna care. At this point, I have stressed so much about getting shit correct for like the first 5 years of my Minecraft world. I do not care. uh, but you probably have a really good eye, so I trust you. I trust you. Sith Lord says probably someone else, but good news for crossplay. Multiple game lights like Siege Fort. They're adding American Revolution. Ooh, that sounds very interesting. Very, very interesting. Look at the blue. Look at the blue maps, like seismical. What? I don't know what that is. I just dropped one of my slabs. Those slabs are very expensive. I got to go pick that up. I have to go pick it up. I have to. My brain is going to kill me. It's going to kill me if I don't pick it up. You know what's going to happen is I'm not going to be able to find it. It was somewhere over here. Symmetrical? Maybe that's what it was. I just sent a comparison of light blue and cyan in a Discord server if you want to tell me which one you want. Thank you. I'm going to take a look at that in 2 seconds. Let's open a Discord up. Let's go to Bastion. Definitely the one on the right. Light blue. Yeah, definitely light blue for sure. Thank you for sending that clarification. Definitely light blue for sure. My bad. My bad. Well, I can't see them since the Earth building the entire New York subway line in the blue tube. Really? Really, 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 really. Since the Earth built the entire New York subway line. Oh, you know what they have built in this world? Sorry, I cannot read for my lifetime. uh, they do not have a subway for just that. Somebody just did claim New York. I can bring it up on the stream for you if you want to take a look. Um, they actually have built a train station in the overworld, and it looks very, very nice. They built a lot of it. Let's take a look. Let's update it. Somebody just took New York the other day. But there's a train station here from Australia, the server owner. Train station here. They made a little train station spot in my area down here. And then there's a train station over here. Then there's a nice European train station here. There's no train station that's linking up over here yet. But that is a good idea, and hopefully somebody does start working on that. That is a good idea. I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm going to tell them about that. That's a really good idea. Thank you, Alan. Thank you so much for literally telling me. Thank you, because you know what I would have been? I'd be like, Alan, that's not the correct color, and I'm not gonna buy any of this. After you wasted hours getting them, I would have been, bruh. Yeah, I'm glad I asked too, bruh. Somebody banned Claude from Chicago from the server. When I get banned from some, when I get banned from the own server? Question mark. All right. Dang it! I have my bed on me. I kind of wanted it move my bed here so I can grab some dirt so I can like continue to build. Good, Alan. Good, 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 good. That's good. Yeah, I bought some the other day. I don't know if you noticed the diamonds. I'm sure you did, but I bought not that color. I think I just bought a bunch of white stuff and maybe some red. I think that's what it was when I built my little rocket shop. Um, Duxon says, "Why you got like 2K something subs, but you only got 3 watching right now?" Crying face. You know, it'd be like that. Not everyone could be on it all the time. When we were back in the day before I completely shot myself in the foot by going to streaming on Twitch exclusively, which was probably the one of the worst decisions of my life because even though we made some pretty decent money just from the advertisements. Like I didn't realize how much money you could make from advertisements in there. I literally killed my YouTube audience by doing that, and I never was able to recover after that. That's my bad. Should have never done that. I always hated Twitch. I still do hate Twitch to this day. Maybe I'll dual stream on there again. I always say that I might or may not. You know, it hasn't happened. I've been saying I'm going to maybe dual stream on there again. But, you know, that was shooting myself in the foot. We literally, on our first, like, when we did our original Minecraft series like 6 years ago, we had consistently like watching every single night like 30 people. The difference was back then to now is with so many people watching, I will say this. When there's so many people watching, you cannot read YouTube comments that good. And I would only be able to cherry pick people's comments from people I knew. Like, for example, Cripsa, Marcel, and etc. Because they've been there for so long. And everyone else, too. If you've been around and you were there, you know what it was. It was just going so fast. And that was like at 40. Imagine, I don't think I could be a streamer where the strat was going so fast that I wouldn't be able to read anything. You know how like you would have to literally be just the person. I enjoy having these little chats with you and having these communities, and you know we can actually like I can have a conversation with you. Now, of course, it would be always nice to have a whole bunch of people watching you too. Don't get me wrong, but I have always enjoyed streaming with just our little small community. Even at I think 40 was probably 40, 50 was like the max I ever had. There was a couple streams where I had like a couple hundred people watching me at one time. But then I decided to shoot myself in the foot and go to stream on Twitch. Twitch, honestly, even though I did get paid by them, just the platform is just bruh. Claude from Chicago, you should get the huh. That sounds like a really cool. That sounds like a cool mod. I don't know if I would per se install that mod myself. I'm not a huge train buff. Are you a train buff? It sounds like a conductor Duxon. I'm not personally a huge train guy, but I had some people back in the day that literally exclusively literally would go out and record trains coming by every day. It was kind of crazy how often they did that. That was back in the good old days. But it adds machinery. You know what? Did you ever play this mod? There was I think it was called the Technic Pack or something. When I was a kid, we used to play this mod pack that was like called Technic Pack or Tech something, and it added machinery into the game mode, and it actually added copper. My favorite thing from that was doing the automatic mining quarries. Even though they were so expensive, it was just so fun to have. And back as a kid, I played with a lot more mods. Now I've been sort of exclusively vanilla person, because even though you can add mods into the game and it makes the game so much more fun for people, that's another reason why I like Minecraft, which I never can understand why people, you know, they'd be beefing with Minecraft. Is you can literally add mods. If you hate vanilla, you can just add mods, whatever you want. But the automatic mining quarry things is always so cool to me. Always so cool to me. The problem with mod packs, in my opinion, is they don't get updated enough. And of course, why would you update a mod if you're doing it for free? I'm sure you can pay for mods now, and people do make money off of it, but there needs to be some sort of money incentive, in my opinion, for people to just continuously keep making mods. Because you're doing it for, if you're doing it for free, sure, you're doing it for the love of the game, but still. Do you guys remember back in the day too? Minecraft had you could pay ranked. I'll tell you a story about that in a second. If it's Java, then no, I don't have play a Java a lot. I'm a Bedrock guy. I got all my train add-ons on there and more stuff. Really, that's pretty cool. I didn't know Bedrock was upgrading like that. When I used to play Minecraft, I cannot remember what the world was, but I will tell you this story, and I've probably told this story many times. I had a server that we used to play with, and I can't remember the guy's name anymore. He's probably in his late 30s now, because he was a lot older than us back in the day. There was a server, and it was a survival world server where you would make claims just like we did now, but it was I wouldn't call it an SMP. I just can't remember what it was. Factions. I think it was factions. I was really big in the factions. Me and my cousin would play, and there was a lot of cool things that we did. And I built a obsidian, or I made a cool house out of obsidian because I didn't want people to attack my thing. And then I made this huge, huge wooden building, and my building got deleted. Somebody tore it down because I didn't. I must have died, and they took my thing because I lost power, and the server owner couldn't get it back. But I was really close to the server owner, and there was probably like, I don't know, 50 people on as a kid, and he made me a mod. I was like, I felt so empowered for being like a mod that I would come on there and I would make sure that people weren't cheating. Blah blah blah, moderate the server, and there must have been some sort of beef between the mods and me because I was definitely the youngest of the mods, and they always would. I would come on there, and he would remove my moderator position. Now this removing of the moderator position is a little bit later in the story, but I remember I asked my dad, I said, please dad, I have $20, please let me buy this thing. And then my dad's like, you shouldn't buy this on here because you're literally just paying this random dude money. And he was correct. Now, thankfully I only spent $20 overall. My dad did pay it with his own credit card. So thank you, Dad, for doing that. Same thing with Minecraft, that's a whole nother story. But he didn't think I should buy Minecraft because the Minecraft website was so sussy. So I went like over a year without actually having real Minecraft because he thought the website was sussy. Another story, another time. But so I paid $20 to get the highest rank on a Minecraft server, and it gave you like permissions to go in creative mode, and it gave you permissions to get more claims and all this stuff. Now there was some sort of rule that you couldn't use creative permissions in the one world, and you could use whatever. But he unmodded me when I was his mod, and he also removed my creative permissions after I paid for it because some of the other moderators said that I was never on. Brother, I was on this freaking server literally every day for like years, maybe 2 or 3 years, and I can't even remember what it was. I would say 2 years max. And then eventually he said, I'm ending the Minecraft server. And we tried to Skype and do cool stuff back later. But it just never was the same after that. I would say 2 years max, maybe. Another thing that I was really big into was Minecraft survival games. Me and my cousin AJ played a ton of it. We grinded the hell out of that on the official Minecraft survival game servers. We were really, really good at PvP. Really, really good. Our win ratio was unbelievable. I think it kept track of it, but we probably won I don't know, man. We probably won like 70% of every game we played. We were that good. And my cousin, for some reason, even though he was 2 years younger than me, he would always want me to win. And we just got to the point we would get to the end and he would just let me win. So it was definitely a great fun time. Shout out my cousin AJ. He's one of the mods on our Discord. He doesn't come on the stream very often, but yeah, he's one of our moderators in our Discord, and I remember those memories with him. We played a absolute ton of that. Welcome, Sith Lord. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we played a ton of that. This survival games thing, if people didn't know, you had to go to the official survival games website, and there was only one map at the time. There was only one map, 24 servers, and you would have to refresh the map, copy the IP address and the link, and try to join the server right away. Now, of course, the IP address in the server never changed, so we just eventually would just have 24 at a time. Then they added the quarter quell, which was the 48 version, and there was a total of 48 servers, 24 regular, 24 of that. And that was fun, so we would play that all the time. We played a bunch of factions. We were really into factions. Played a ton of that. Just and the prison server, of course, the prison server. Loved that. Unfortunately, I did get banned off of those, and that was sort of my downfall of mods, because on the prison server, if you accidentally pressed your hotkey for something, you would just like instantly get banned, and there was no unbanning. You were like permanently banned. So I accidentally loaded up into the prison server with my mods on, which was auto mining or X-ray, and I loaded in with the mods. I accidentally press X. I would use, because right now I use ESDF to move around, but back in the day I would use the normal WSAD, right? I accidentally pressed X, and this was funny because I finally got to the area of the prison where you had an exclusive dirt mining place, peaceful mining place. You would get dirt, and dirt was like traded for like 1 diamond or 1 emerald, and that was like, it'd be like the equivalent of getting $1,000. I mean, $1,000 a second. Because of course, if you had efficiency on it, you can get a bunch of stuff. I accidentally pressed X, boom, instantly banned. And then I got myself back up again, and I accidentally had the mods on again, instantly banned. And they only had 2 servers, so it was what it was, and I never was able to go back to it. And I never was able to find another prison server that was like that. It was very vanilla like. Rip, yeah, it was a big rip in the chat. Because prison servers now, when I look at them, it's so weird. Welcome, Liam. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Prison servers now, when I look at them, they're very intensive. They're very highly intensive. How would you call it? The prison servers, you would go in certain places, of course, like the little mines. It's literally just it's a mining game. It's just a progression of time. The more you mine, the better it gets. The new prison servers, it's like you go to a different place and you're like in this huge city. It looks so epic. It doesn't match a prison vibe. It doesn't look like a prison. It just looks like it's not even a prison at all. So that's why I don't like them. Even though I've never played them, that's why I don't like them. Liam says, what happens if you fall? You die if you don't use your Elytra. Let me show you what's going on right now for you, Liam, because I don't know if you know this. We are building District 9, but we're calling it District 6-7. We're building the huge spaceship here. Absolutely massive mega build. We're building District 9, which is going to be called District 6-7, the little slums. We're going to be using a lot of Alan's wool to be making this beautiful little tent area. And this is what we're kind of building right here. Tent area over here. The slums here. And then we move this over. It's probably roughly right about this size. It's a lot bigger than what this dot is representing. But this is our big spaceship. So to give you an idea of what's going on. You can't find your horse. You know what else is massive? Low taper fade. Hey, Claude in chat, what are you building? A stone heaven in the sky? No, we're building a big spaceship. Is this an umbrella? No, it's a spaceship. Spaceship, we're using a lot of blocks. It's going to take a long time to get this finished, and it's going to be a very, very expensive project. And I don't know how I'm going to do the little cup shape on the inside, but ideally I can use all these blocks here to get it done. It's roughly about 80 stacks of blocks cut into half just to do the top. The bottom is probably going to be the same. It's not going to be the same size. It's probably going to be only 10, but you know how expensive it is to make stairs, even if I use the stone cutter. Congratulations, Sith. Yeah, this is not the super flat world. The super flat world we have not played in over a month. Once we kind of finish this up here, and it sounds like the server's coming to an end on the Bastion Earth server, we'll be done. Probably on here for... Well, obviously, if the server ends, then we're done. That makes sense, right? We're just trying to get as much as we can going. So that means you went to the end if you can fly. Yes. Yes. We definitely went to the end. There was a live stream about 2 weeks ago, I think, on Saturday. 2 Saturdays ago that we went to the end. It was Kylie, myself, Abby, and someone Slacks. We all went to the end, and we fought the Ender Dragon. Kylie and I fought the Ender Dragon again. I didn't actually fight the Ender Dragon the second time. Kylie wanted to get more XP, which it turns out, like, they patched that. You can't just keep respawning the Ender Dragon to get, like, great amounts of XP. Only the first time it drops the massive amount. So... But yeah, we technically fought it twice. Slack's old name was GG, Good Gaming. I think it's the same YouTube channel, just a rebrand. The Australian. Yes, we're losing some blocks to the... I would say it's the Void, even though it's not. Thanks, I couldn't remember if it for the life of me. You know, when people start changing their YouTube channel names, of course, it's a great thing that they do that. But when people change their YouTube channel names and they come back 3 years later and they say, "Do you remember me?" and they're under a complete different username, I go, "No." I honestly start saying, no, I don't. Because it's like, what do you, like, I've for years been calling you a certain name. And if you've been gone for so long, it's kind of hard to remember. But I'm getting a good understanding, a good idea. All right. So how many more do we got to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got to go 10 more times around. We're going to need more blocks. I kind of want to start doing the bottom. Did you say 6, 7? I did. I knew it was him. but I just couldn't remember the old name. You know somebody that hasn't been around? You're coming over to sell me some polished blackstone? Or any blackstone? There's some chests down there for you if you don't want to fly to the top. Is AJ? You guys remember AJ? Just he was, he freaking was on here every day. Like, it was crazy the amount of Brokey alert! Brokey alert! Wait, Alan doesn't have wings? Oh my gosh. I remember AJ. Yeah, you remember. AJ. AJ was a character, huh? Oh, just a week ago when the major update came out for the repo dropped, I did a speed run with AJ, a couple and others. I think you're talking about a different AJ. I wasn't talking about my AJ either. A YouTube AJ. Oh, you dropped in gold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got a world record because the leaderboards are separated by major version. Wow, really? You got a world record? I thought you meant AJ from Abby's community, unorthodox. Hey, congratulations on the world record. Well, thank you, Alan, so much for the gold. I actually needed gold. Easy world record when the leaderboard is completely empty. Hey, a world record nonetheless, A world record nonetheless. All right, we're going to place these blocks down, and then I think I'm going to go and do something else. I think we might go get some basalt and try to finish our little wall here. There was 3 AJs. Then he just disappeared. He vanished. And when the world needed him the most, he vanished. Speaking of a great TV show, I know I've talked about it many times. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender, such a great TV show, great 3 seasons. Unfortunately, as you know, one of the characters, well, maybe you don't know, one of the characters died, and he was not able to make the 3rd season. And I always knew that the guy's name was different. Uncle Hero, or whatever his name was. He died, and they had to replace him with somebody else. The problem is, from even as a kid, I'm like, why is he not talking? He was in a bunch of episodes, and he just never talked again. That series, 0 filler episodes, all plot. Now, there was 1 filler episode, and the only reason why there was a filler episode, I guess you would call it a filler episode. It was a sides. It was still useful information, but I guess it could be technically defined. Was the last episode Uncle Hero, or Hiro, or whatever his name was? He was the fire uncle. It was his last episode, and he died. Now, I don't know if he recorded those lines knowing that he was going to die, but it was very sad, very emotional, because obviously his son, the series came out 20 years ago. Is it a spoiler alert now? I don't know. But the character had something very traumatic happen to him, and it was it was beautifully done. But every episode. Now, the one thing that I do not like, and it took me forever to get onto it, was the sequel. The sequel, Iroh. Thank you. Thank you, Uncle Iroh. Thank you, Sith Lord. The sequel, the girl sequel, honestly, she was a great character and a great storyline. The problem is they decided to go make it look like Batman for no freaking reason. And they also put it in like the 1920s for no reason. It seemed like one of the girls that I was talking with at my job, girls, young ladies at my job, great person. She was saying that I feel more connected with the Avatar, the original series, felt more in timeline than than um than this the sequel. The sequel, honestly, I feel like the sequel that was completely, if it was still in the same timeline of like that medieval ancient, I guess I wouldn't call medieval, like the ancient Asian vibe, or like Asian history. I don't know how you would define it. Chinese, would it be? Question mark. It wasn't Japanese. Like that timeline. If they matched that vibe, this show would have been phenomenal. Just the fact that they put it in like the 1920s for no reason was just honestly stupid. Sith Lord, I will come over to you. I have literally less than 2 stacks of blocks to place down, so please give me a second here. I just want to place this down and get off of this task. So if you can just hold on for... The Fire Nation was Japanese. See? Thank you. So you knew what I was talking about. Yeah, but it was just like the second one just didn't make any sense. Like the timeline. Liam's having fun saying, my kids put me on the Avatar. Oh, by the way, Liam's having fun. I did re-add you to the Patreon page here. So thank you so much for becoming a patron. Yet again, I had to make a little notice in my Discord. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I got to record some more Patreon videos. It's been a minute since I recorded one. Uncle Iroh. Uncle Iroh is probably one of my favorite characters. Uncle Iroh is a lot of people's favorite characters. Also, I felt like in the sequel, Aang should have been a little bit more knowledgeable than what he was. It just didn't make sense. Like, how could there be 2 avatars at the same time? Like, it just... I mean, sure, I understand the story and the plot, but it just didn't seem... Like, it just was not as good as it could have been. Like, it was okay. But it could have been way better. I didn't know you were are you talking about... I didn't know I wasn't a Patreon. For some reason on the Patreon page, it said it was like... It said that you didn't resubscribe for however time long it was. I left you up there for like, I think it was 6 months or something. So I took you off like literally like maybe a month ago off of this page. Just on my end. Because I think it was like, I left you on there for like a month. Or sorry, 6 months or whatever. But yeah, it said you weren't active. It is what it is. You do not need to be an active thing. I think I'm going to do a permanent, like if you did it once. I think it was when my card changed. Yeah. So there is no beef on that. I think I'm going to make a page where it's like a permanent thing. Like for example, on the Patreon page here, tip donations all time. I think I'm going to do a Patreon all time page instead of just whatever. I know I want a currently active one, which is this, but I want to make a page that's literally like if you just for Patreon one time, it stays up there indefinitely. And you would be the #1 slot because of course you are not only one of my favorites, but also you have contributed a lot to this channel. An absolute ton. Alright, Sith Lord, what do you want to show me? Are you talking about the live action Avatar? No, I've never actually seen the live action Avatar. This was, they made a Cortana, I think is what it was called. The Legends of Cortana. It was the girl that became Avatar after Aang. I'm Commander Boomy in Korea. Aang's son. Really? I didn't see that. The Legends of Korra, I think is what it's called. That's what Sith Lord says. I didn't see that. Where was that on? It was on Nickelodeon. But let me look where it is. The Legends of Korra? The Legend of Korra. The Legend of Korra is on Paramount Plus currently. Came out in April 14th, 2012. When that first episode dropped, I was at my friend Josh's house. And we watched the first episode. I thought it was really good. And I just never watched it after that. I thought it was good, and then I'm happy I watched it as an adult, because if I watched it as a kid, I would have been extremely disappointed. Dude, look at our mega build, man. Look at how beautiful this is looking. We need a ton more blocks. Holy crap. But it's coming together. This is just the top. This is the part we're never going to see again. I kind of want to work on the bottom, but we're definitely going to take a mental break from this for the time being. Sidlor says, I love the steampunk. Sure. I like the steampunk too. But I think they should have done that like as a third series, or literally made it like Aang has been dead for like 3,000 years or something. I mean, I don't know. Like, it should have been something. No. The Legend of Korra is definitely legitimate, for real. Like, it is 100% legitimate. Like, you can't even be beefing with me on that, Sith Lord. Like, no contest beef. Like, it just didn't make... Like, if they just did it, like, 1,000 years from where it was, like, it would be perfectly fine. Just based on how... Like, Aang is still a lot... Like, it just didn't make sense. Didn't make sense. There's 3 people on and we had to sleep. Come on. The Fire Nation had steam power in the Avatar. Sure, they had steam power in the Avatar. I'm not... That is true. But it wasn't that far advanced to being to the point of... To, like, it goes from that to freaking the 1920s. That just didn't make any sense. I just canceled all my subscriptions. Or I just canceled a lot of my subscriptions. I am just paying for the month that I actually watch them instead of keep paying when I don't watch. That is the most big brain thing you have. Not only you said, but a lot of people say. You don't need to pay for like 20 subscriptions, dog. Like, literally do what Liam's saying. Pay for what you watch for a month, finish your show, and call it a day. There's no need to have so many subscriptions. I don't understand. I cannot fathom sometimes. People don't like money. I don't know. People are rich. I would, like, it's just unbelievable how much people spend on subscriptions and stuff. It's just crazy. Oh, I grabbed the wrong freaking pickaxe. Alan, of course I cannot condone that, but Duxon, I cannot condone that on the record. Um, I don't have an ender chest here. I left my ender chest all the way at the top. Duxon says, "Am I able to join on the Bedrock because I really want to join?" Unfortunately, this series you had to be a logged member before we started. I do not run the server; I'm just playing on it. But you had to be a member. Now, if you want to be a part of the next series we do, which is undetermined time, you would have to join the Bastion server, and the Bastion server is if you just go to the. Ooh, I almost broke that with the wrong pickaxe. That could have been bad. The Bastion, there's a YouTube channel called the Bastion server. There's probably about like 30 people that are subscribed to it. They would have more information, but if you join my Discord, you can join the Bastion server that way as well. They have all the information of how you would be able to apply for the next one. Yeah, you had to be a member before we started this. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to join. Now, you could join on Bedrock in theory, but you would have to have been pre-logged in, just because we didn't want a whole bunch of people. Well, I didn't run it. They didn't want a whole bunch of people just joining last second or in the middle of the series. We're on the tail end of this series here. We're coming to the end. Unfortunately, it's getting closer and closer. Now that's what the server owner says, but we also heard alternatively that this might be going on for a lot longer too. I don't know how many stacks of this I'm going to need, but I'm just going to grab enough for now so I can do a little bit of the walls. I can't believe it's already 10 o'clock. Ugh. I would have to go to bed in 45 minutes to get a solid 8 hours of sleep. Ugh. It's definitely not happening tonight. That's for sure. Even though I need it. It's called a double chest. It's a large chest. It's not called a daylight sensor. It's called a daylight detector. Prove me wrong. You're right. You're so right. Well, say stuff to help me make more popular servers such worlds so I can afford um, a realm. I just need to make. I just want to make a popular server really bad. Hey, here's the thing. Duxon, if you want to make a popular server, you don't need to own a realm at this time. What you need to do is this, in my opinion. Come up with a creative idea for a Minecraft world. Don't tell anybody about it, right? And sit on your world and figure out in single player and design everything that you want to do. Go in creative mode, make command blocks, make codes, make whatever you need to do. Design your world, and once you are able to secure that income to get a realm or whatnot, make your realm private and continue to build and work on your realm. And once you have your idea like pretty fleshed out, put it on to, I believe it's like Minecraft Earth or Minecraft server, and you can like whatever the website is, and you can ask people to join your realm, and people think your world's really cool and unique and stuff like that. If you have a really cool, unique idea, and you put it up there, people will join, people will play, and you will have a popular server. And if you tell me about it too, maybe I'll come on there and stream. Maybe I'll come on there and stream. Or somebody else might come on there and stream too. You never know. I will say that a lot of my years of playing Minecraft has been just luck. I wish you the best of luck. Welcome, Kylie. Welcome. I think this might be enough blocks to go. I don't want to go too late. because I do want to go to bed at a reasonable time, but I do want to work on some of my fence while we are here. I don't have a lot of money, so I need to make a server that everyone can see in a website for free, and I'm on Bedrock. Well, you don't even need money. That's what I'm saying. Just come up with an idea, and one day, this is what I had to do as a kid, and I think builds a lot of character. Is come up with a unique idea, play, make it by yourself on a single player world, just on your own single player world. Come up with an idea, grind it out, and once you save up some money from your birthday, if you get birthday money, or if you get money from other things, you can just save that money, and eventually you'll have. How much does a realm cost? $10. Save up some money so you can get it and get it running. Those stairs are large, yeah. Those stairs are the most ideal way, I guess I could say, as I could think of. I just need to get up and down. That's literally all I need to do. Just got to get up and down, up and down, up and down. We're going to need a ton of iron bars. Holy crap, that's a ton of iron bars. That's what I needed, right? Thank you so much for the birthday love, Kylie. All right, how far was I going? I was going to the green area right there. Thank you so much for Duxon for the birthday love as well. Thank you. Do I keep going this far to this side? Probably not. I think I'm just going to kind of cut it back now. They need to make an elevator in Minecraft. Oh, Liam, you need to watch the Hermitcraft, the new season of Hermitcraft. They took a Happy Ghast and literally made it an elevator. It's crazy. I didn't even know you could do that. I mean, I didn't really know about Happy Ghasts until recently, but they literally took a Happy Ghast and made it an elevator. It's so funny. Duxon, you need to be careful of griefing. Yes. Liam makes a very valid point. We have had many years of Minecraft servers, not only just myself, but also the great people that are hosting this server, where we have dealt with griefing. So, like I said, if the future series, if you, of course, get approved by the Bastion for future series, you know, and you don't grief and you prove yourself, they will allow you to join. It's a whole enrollment process, and I do not run any of it, which is so awesome. I literally can just come on here, and I know that we're going to be perfectly fine, and no one's going to do Among Us stuff. But yeah, if you do make your own world eventually, which I hope 100%, wish you the best of luck to doing that. You do have to have some sort of backups of your world too. think I'm going a little too far into the zone, so we need to cut it back because this is the green grass that I didn't really want to go in. But we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to cut it back. But yeah, Claude, I've been so busy. So, Claude, you remember how I mentioned needing to get surgical procedure done soonish? I finally got my consultation scheduled today. Issue being scheduled for December 28th. So it's gonna be a wait. Just for a consultation? Holy crap. Well, congratulations, but uncongratulations at the same damn time. That's so annoying. Like, come on, bro. Well, thank you so much, Duxon, for coming on, and I hope to see you on another live stream here soon. And if I don't see you, well, hello. That's one of my favorite lines from the Irishman. If I don't see you again, hello. That's some shit Liam would say. Oh my god, 100%. What did you do for your birthday? Well, today I would say this is probably one of my top birthdays of all time. I got up, got to work at 7 in the morning. Ugh, so early for me. Got to work at 7 in the morning, got some cash. My work that I've only been at for 10 weeks roughly now got me lunch, which so thank you so much to my supervisors and stuff like that. They bought me lunch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bought everybody lunch, not just me. Which was very, very kind of them. My great friend, Shut Up Tyler, who I work with, he helped me out on an order that I didn't even honestly know existed at that time. And he helped take care of that for me on my birthday. My supervisors thought I should have done it, but I didn't even know this thing existed until whatever. So shout out to Shut Up Tyler. So go subscribe to him on YouTube. And then I got off of work. I had to do something very important to do, and it was very, very exciting to see. Something happened at the end of this thing that I cannot talk about, nor can I talk about the event that happened. Can't talk about it here on YouTube, but it was so freaking funny. Then my sister bought me dinner, which got some blazing pizza, and I think I'm gonna have to go back and do a food review on because it was so good. Wandering Trader showed up. See, I told you, they always show up. They always show up. And then opened some gifts. I got some cool little gifts for my birthday, which was nothing crazy, but I thought I got some cool. I got some shorts. I got some underwear. Got some gift cards. And I thought it was definitely stuff that I definitely needed. Definitely needed that stuff. So I was very, very happy. But how was your day? I'd say it was one of my top birthdays in a very, very long time. And now I'm streaming with y'all, so that makes it even better. On a beautiful server on a beautiful world. We're going to need a main entrance for this place, by the way. Which I think the main entrance will be somewhere around here. Could be somewhere over there too, but I think it'll probably be somewhere around here. Or there could be multiple entrances, I guess. No. I hope you have a great night, though, Ducks, and I hope you sleep well. Yeah, I had a great birthday. Had a lot of great vibes. A lot of great vibes. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to do some more work after work, so I've been sort of not slacking on it. I just haven't done this, and it's kind of getting to the point where I have only 2 days to do. I gotta cover a certain event, so I gotta do it tomorrow um, or on Thursday. I kind of want to just do it on Thursday because it's closer to my area, but I might just do it tomorrow and get it out the way. But I gotta drive farther, and I really don't want to do that. Honestly, after with having a full time job now, my 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 brain capacity has been really dropping. It's just the times. Plus, I work all my other jobs, so it's kind of starting to get a little difficult. Yeah, it definitely went a little bit farther than I wanted to, but it still is pretty lit how we're doing this. Crips is making a little happy gas for herself. We're almost done. I think we'll be able to connect it up. Oh my god, I thought that was a creeper. It's a freaking chicken. For some reason, I thought that creeper was a chick. Was a. I thought that creeper. I thought that chick. I'm going insane. Yes, Alan, I did. Why so many jobs? Well, I'm working so many different jobs because of one reason. The reason is uh, I love this new position and I cannot wait to work for it for very, very many years, of course. Um, the problem is it's not the career that I envisioned, nor did I go to school for. But I am learning a lot of skills and I am enjoying the crew. So this is why I envision that I'm going to be working here for many, many years. But it's not exactly something it's not my what I went to school for. So I kind of want to go to continue working on stuff I went to university for. Great people, great company, great everything. And I am learning a lot and I'm enjoying a lot and it's been very fun and it's very consistent work. That creeper literally scared a bling belong out of me. I thought it was a cactus. Yes, I know it wasn't a cactus, but it definitely looked like a cactus. Like in the complete darkness. Great people, great place to work at. It's honestly awesome. So maybe it just pivot. You got to pivot in life sometimes. But I am enjoying it. For the record, if my bosses are watching, I am enjoying it. That's the truthful statement, and I'm learning a lot. Please, I need the job, please. Jeeper creepers, chicken. Kylie said something about rockets. Kylie, I do have a rocket stand here, just in case. If your stock is running low over there, which we're going to take a look at right now. I'm going to take a look over there. But if you ever needed more rockets, I do have a little rocket stand down here. But I'm going to go restock them because you're buying them over there more than you're here. So just wanted to point that out for other people's too. And yes, I killed those guys because I needed more leads. I have leads, but I don't have nearly enough. I don't think you can craft leads in this, not in this world, but I mean, I don't think you can craft them in this thing. Where am I putting my leather? I think I'm putting my leather in one of these here. All right, let's go see, and let's see how much money we made from Kylie and all the gang over there. I want to raise this roof, by the way, everybody. I want to raise this roof to 3 so we can fly through the nether. So that is going to be happening. Just, if you guys do it off stream, that would be awesome. Not today, because if you're doing other things, but I do want to raise it 3 so we can fly around in the nether. All right, let's take a look at our little stand. So Kylie gave us a little spot here, and I have some boxes. Never need a worry box. 96 diamonds. You can get all this cool stuff here with enchantments. And then we have the Brokey box for 32 diamonds, and you get this stuff in here. But here's the little rocket shop. Holy bling blong. Look at how much money we made. Yeah, we definitely need a restock for Kylie. Holy bling blong. We made 22 sales. Oh my gosh. Yes. And we also have our little rocket shop by our place too. So, yeah, if you do run out, Kylie, I'm going to try to restock that real quick. But if I do forget... You know what? I'm probably going to have to restock a different day. But when I do restock, it'll be all good. 26 diamonds. Was it 22? We got a whole diamond chest plate right there. Isn't that crazy? All right, I think I'm just going to place this until we get to our little main hub. Or, you know what? Maybe I'll just end the stream now because I am kind of getting very tired. And maybe I'll do some of these, placing these down off stream. That's an entire set of diamond armor. Hey, you need resources we can provide. This is so cool, by the way. This is looking exactly like the movie. And it's also just such a cool little cheap detail. Just to have this wall around this. We're going to have to make some entrances, of course. Claude is the Vanderbilt of this world. Yes, literally. Literally. It's minus the trains. They built the trains. I upgraded my roads to have powered rails, but apparently there's a little mod that they have in the server. Or a asset pack, or whatever you want to call it. That they have their own little steam-powered trains. There's a few things that we do need to come back around and fix. Like, for example, some of them... some of these things are like floating on the edge. So we need to like make sure that the blocks underneath it are placed with the deep slate. Like none of these are good examples because they're not. But you know, like if they were on the edge, you can still see the sand underneath it. So we do need to replace that so that it looks like a nice solid foundation. But I think I'm just going to connect it to here, and then I think I'm going to eat the stream here. Got to go to work tomorrow. It's not unfortunate. It's just it was a phenomenal day, and I just don't want it to end. But it is all good things must come to an end. Let's see if we can make any restock before we go, right? Let's just take a quick look, skis. Can we do that right now? I don't think I can. I mean, I guess I could look at our XP farm and see if we have some gunpowder over there. This will get us about, I think, 6 stacks. Let's go to our XP farm. Let's make some things for Kylie. And then we'll restock and call it a day. Maybe 6 or 7 stacks? Probably. Here's our iron farm, which you haven't seen too much on the stream about. Oh, look at, we have 0 gunpowder. Oh my goodness, what happened to our gunpowder? Oh, here's our gunpowder. So we can make a few stacks here. How much can we make? 5 stacks, roughly. I mean, it's more than 5, sure, but I'm going to keep a stack on me for myself because I, of course, am using this myself. Alan was a little bit upset with me having this thing full. So let's clear this out. That's not exactly what Alan's verbiage, but I'm giving Alan crap. Now, if we had somebody with lava here, this could be all gone in just a second. Just like that, it is gone. Got Abby doing a little bit of XP grinding. Yeah, I have to get up early as usual. I'm going to go sleep. Have a good night and have a good rest of your birthday. Well, thank you so much. We're just going to restock and call it a day, honestly. So, we're going to go restock it a little bit. We'll try to get more for Abby. Or, sorry, Kylie. And have to do that on another live stream. Or off stream. I'm just happy people are buying something in my world. Makes me feel accomplished. I think I'm gonna have to start switching over to more copper. I think a lot more people have access to copper, but I can't. I legitimately just cannot sell, like some of these things for copper. I just can't. Like for example, like these I can't because it's kind of it's not super expensive, but it needs to be a little bit valued up, a little bit higher. Same thing with the golden carrots. Golden carrots, you get half a stack for 1 diamond. Books cost too much too, so it makes sense on copper. Books just cost a freaking ton of copper. Or not copper, it just cost. I mean, even for myself, Kylie, even though I have the discounts, they just cost a lot. Like, I think I can get 1 bookshelf for like 9 emeralds. And that's me on a discount. If not 6, it still costs a lot. It's just crazy how much it is. But I should start buying more bookshelves and start putting them somewhere for you to buy. Or other people. Like, I mean, whatever the conversion is to copper, it's crazy. Like, it's not even me. Like, if it was back in the old day where we could have, like, so much stuff, like, set up, it would be so ideal. But, you know, Minecraft had to go change and update. So there's a couple more in there, 4 more stacks of rockets for you. It's not, of course, ideal, but yeah, books cost too much to make sense on copper. That's like 288. Oh, you're talking about the enchanted books. Yeah, the enchanted books too. Even though the enchantment books cost, you know what? Another thing that costs a lot is those damn name tags. Holy crap! welcome, Logan. Yeah, if you have to craft the blocks and put them in there, like if you want a bunch of iron, you can 100% do that. Especially, but right now the books are just diamonds only. I mean, I could just turn the iron farm, but right now we're leaving those as diamonds. Here's Sith Lord building his little beautiful flag, and then look at our little spaceship. So that's going to be it, guys, for this live stream. Thank you so much for everyone for coming out and saying happy birthday and just having a great time with me today. I want to give a massive shout out to our Patreons for all the support that you guys have given me over the years financially, as well as our tip donators. That's going to be it. I got to go to work. I am exhausted. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. I am Claude from Chicago. And remember, a real friendling makes their own luck. Bye.